Coming up on this week's episode of Meet in the Middle,
we have a new segment, Fact Hunt, and see what Gen Z are low-key hating about millennials. Is it? I thought you meant like the big... That's what everyone's wearing now, because I was going to say, everyone wears those all the way up.
Trouble's bubbling in Confessionals this week. Check out what's popping.
it bubbled up through my... All this and much more on this week's episode of Meet in the Middle. Oh, Jesus, he's falling around the gap.
Do you think I'd come up the line in a bubble?
I know where I'm putting Debbie's sauce.
Hang on, can I submit my confession?
Hello and welcome back to Meet in the Middle. This is episode 39 and we're joined by myself, James, and we've also got Jake and Danny. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Oh, right this week, if you haven't noticed already.
No.
Yeah.
Slacking. She's taking the jackpot she won on the quiz last week and went on a trip away.
Well, she won naffle.
I know.
So what? She ain't got nothing to spend. She could spend a penny.
If I had a penny.
It's a boys only episode this week.
It is. It's boys
Our
club.
cast is back.
Boys night.
Yeah. I was about to go into song then, but I
Please
won't.
don't. We want to retain our listeners, Jake.
Yeah. I can just
Yeah, we've heard
hear
you
everyone.
karaoke, Jake.
Yeah, no one needs to hear that. I've not got anything in me at the minute, so
Jesus Christ, that's a bit far.
Smutty.
Smutty.
Honestly.
I mean alcohol, you dirty minded so and so. See, this is what happens when Rachel's away.
Don't
boys will
blame
play.
Rachel. Smutty.
Well, the show must go on, even though there is only... Well, we're going to have a bit of a laugh. At least we won't have her giving out.
Yeah.
I'm joking, Rachel.
We miss
Or
you.
winning the quiz again. Spurts.
Yeah.
She's probably on the spurts now.
Yeah. Get them spurs
Right, well,
going.
let's get the show on the road then.
This week on Have You Heard, we're going back to the world of dating, and it was something I saw trending on TikTok, I think it was, and I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are. So there's been a study done. This is getting quite highbrow. I can't believe I'm saying there's been a study done. And it's the top hobbies that are attractive to women and the top hobbies that men think are attractive to women.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen this.
Tiddlywinks.
I don't think that's on there, but we could have a look. I'm sure it might fall into one of them categories. So, are you ready for this?
Yeah, go on.
So I'll
Game
go
is
through
definitely in one of the unattractive ones.
which one? Sorry,
I bet poker
Gamer.
is not attractive.
gamer. Right. So the top 15 most attractive hobbies to women are. So I'll go from the
Bridge.
bottom and work my way up to the top.
Let's see if we
Travelling.
have any of them.
Yeah.
Traveling.
What, is in a job?
Oh.
Just
No,
traveling?
just
hobby.
traveling. Just
Oh,
going around
hobbies.
traveling.
Okay, right. Yeah, tick.
Okay. Blacksmithing.
Well,
Blacksmithing.
No. Archery. Those two are definitely medieval. If
that's your neck of the woods there with your Robin Hood in Sherwood
Yeah.
Forest.
so, I'm sort of there. I can.
It's a clay pigeon shooting. Is that on there?
Oh!
No. I feel like we're doing our survey says. Hiking, astronomy.
Oh, are you calling me a king? Hi, Jake.
Astronomy is up there, which I'm not sure about that.
Avocados
Photography,
in retrograde. Photography, yeah. Tick.
yeah. That's one of my loose hobbies that I've got on my dating profile, and it's very loose. Swimming.
Smutty.
Swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple of
Gardening.
badges.
Good
You got
at
a couple of
the
badges?
breaststroke.
I have a couple of badges, yeah.
Okay. What about gardening? What's your gardening skills like?
I've no gardening badges, unfortunately, you know.
Green fingers.
Writing.
Yeah, I can write.
Dear
Painting.
diary.
I learned how to write, yep.
Okay. Painting. Can you paint?
I can paint. Jesus.
Okay.
I'm great.
I know you. What about your woodwork? And
Nah.
don't go smutty.
You ain't got no wood.
You got no wood.
And it's not working. Cooking. Can we all cook? Yeah. I can cook.
We're not talking
fish
finger wraps here, Jake.
Lasagna in the microwave.
A meal for one.
4.5 minutes and I'm yours.
What about the cooking? Playing an instrument, let's not even go there because I think your new instrument will be a turn off.
Control yourself, ladies.
I can hear them swooning already. All them DMs are pinging away. A foreign language. We know what my foreign language skills are like.
Love languages.
And the top one, reading. So they're quite
I can read.
Standard. You can read. Okay.
I'll read you.
Get
the
Well, you can tick the language one, Jake, after your Bulgarian pronunciation.
Yep, that one.
Yep.
So obviously
the only man to speak Bulgarian mid-stroke can continue on.
So that was the most attractive hobbies to women, but this is what men think women like. So this could be completely different.
Okay.
So astronomy was bottom. So these are like, obviously they had to tick what they thought it was preset. Blacksmithing, followed by archery. So these were dropping down as we're going.
Picking archery and blacksmithing in the top 10.
Things. I thought men would have like different ones.
Well, these are pre-selected, so they had like a list and they had to rank them in order. Gardening, photography, woodworking, they were quite low, so all your traditional stuff. But the things that I'll go for the top 5, you've got cooking, hiking, traveling, swimming, and are you ready for the top one? Get your harmonica ready, playing an instrument.
Now, see, that's what men like women to do for hobbies.
That's what men think women like.
Yeah, I know what instruments men are thinking about they want them to play.
Well,
I know.
With it going around, you know where this is going. You know what instrument they're on about. Well, because it was going around on TikTok and everything like that, I've actually got a clip from one of the participants that's giving their view on it. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So hopefully it will work.
Hi guys, surprise! I'm on the podcast this week, and you all thought that I wasn't going to be here apart from Jake. So Jake has asked me to stand in and help a little bit with Have You Heard? I literally, are we getting to the stage where we have to look at people's hobbies as something that's attractive? That is a bit of a debatable conversation. My views on it is, I do see where people are coming from, you know, playing an instrument. I do find that attractive. Swimming, traveling, hiking, cooking, they're all quite top hobbies that people, you know, that would attract people if they can do something like that and have talent. So why not? But I do believe that, you know, a hobby shouldn't stop you from liking someone or disliking someone. If you like them, then all their hobbies should enhance, you know, your life and theirs, as long as their hobby doesn't take up too much time and they can't spend time with you.
You could do it together.
Yeah, I think that's a really good topic. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about it. And I hope you aren't missing me too much. Good luck to the quiz, whoever's going to win this week, or whoever's doing the quiz this week. I can't wait to hear all your topics. Speak soon. Bye.
That was a nice little surprise.
So,
but that was definitely sent.
Quiet.
That was definitely sent to you at 3 a.m. with the lights off and the back of my head on voice notes.
No, it was literally just before we recorded. I wanted to get Rachel's opinion because obviously we need to have that balanced opinion. So you trying to get me to set up my phone, that is why. So I told you it was worth it. So like, I thought we'd better get a female perspective on this. And as Rach touched on, there are some hobbies that women don't find attractive and what men don't think women find attractive. So I'll give you the top ones. I'm going to clear my throat here. It's like, I tell you what, I'm getting quite highbrow for Have You Heard? Who'd have thought it?
Not us.
So the top 15. I'll go for what men think women don't like, and you'll get the gist. So the top hobbies men think women don't like. At the bottom, Funko. So they're them Funko Pop things, if anyone's not sure.
Okay.
Arguing online. Manosphere. Yeah. I had to Google what manosphere is. It's basically when...
What is that?
Yeah, so manosphere is basically when you go online and it's all the misogynistic views and just literally...
Andrew Tate people.
I wasn't going to say names, but yeah. Those sort of people. Gambling. MTG. I don't know what MTG is.
MTG.
Yeah, so if anyone knows what that is, I didn't do my research there.
Missionary Dango.
Funny enough, porn is next. Comic books, debating, marijuana, anime, crypto, makeup, cosplay, cigars, drinking, and clubbing. So clubbing was the top thing that men think women don't like.
Right.
And then this was what women actually said. So the bottom thing, the least attractive hobbies to women is manosphere, which I was quite surprised. I thought that would come quite top. And then followed by gambling, porn, arguing online, and Funko. They were the bottom 5. Right. The top 5, MTG. I'll find out what that is. Drinking, debating, cosplay, and comic books. So I think with the top attractive things, I think we're all right. And the least attractive things, well, we're having a debate now. So that's the irony.
Well, so I think the instrument playing is basically men thinking that it's sucking dick. The hiking is another term for dogging. Swimming is breaststroking.
Smutty, Danny. Smutty.
Yes.
I had a quick look. MTG is Magic the Gathering.
I just had a look there because you didn't do your research.
Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
Magic. So things like Dungeons and Dragons and things.
I think it's more like just being a magician. Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's a card game. Okay. Magic the Gathering is a card game. Yeah.
Oh, it's a trading game, card game.
Like Pokemon type thing.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
I was saying that my Pokemon cards are worth something, so I'm not flogging them yet.
You do? Do you do Pokemon?
No, I don't do Pokemon. I've kept hold of them. They're going to pay off my mortgage one day. I don't play it. God no. But I just found that quite interesting. It was something that was going around, and there was just a load of people getting in. I thought it'd be interesting to hear your views. And obviously, we wanted to get a female perspective, but with Rach not being with us this week, I needed to. It's been a week.
She's not dead, by the way.
But I did want to surprise you guys as well with Rach.
Oh, it's nice to hear from her.
Yeah. So, what's your take?
Hopefully, that's the only surprise we get of her this week. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
We miss you, Rach.
Yeah. We do miss you. But we might get you on the podcast this week. What more can I say? But obviously, I'd be interested to hear from our female listeners and male listeners what you find attractive in the opposite sex, but also what you find least attractive in a partner as well. You know where to send it. You can DM us at podcast.meetinthemiddle and email at meet@inthemiddlepodcast.co.uk.
Well, my darlings.
Sorry.
What?
I'm just laughing at the millennium breath before.
Yeah.
The millennium pause.
Did I do it?
You did it.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Well, darlings, we still have a little bit of border control, but I want to introduce a new segment. And it's called Fact Hunt.
What did you call me?
You know what I called you, a fact hunter.
What the fuck did you just call me?
Yes, so we're going to, in this section, kind of answer the questions of some random things that you might not know about. You might learn something new. It might be real, it might not. I don't know because I don't actually check the sources, but we'll just go with it.
But you check Daddy's source, though.
Yes, and we know where Daddy's source is going. So, we're going to go to this question basically is, where do you think the whole throwing of the bride's bouquet comes from?
Ooh, that's a
Hazard
good one.
Guess? It is a good one.
I know the legend of it is not legend, is it? Is it legend?
The legend of the bridal bouquet.
It's supposed to be whoever catches it gets married next.
Yeah, I don't think that's the question.
That's not the question.
But I don't know where the whole start to finish is.
Right. Well, you're probably... Go on.
I don't know. I was going to say it's probably something to do with passing on the torch to somebody else to get married next, or something along those lines.
Well, good guess. Well, in Fact Hunt, you're going to learn. So,
what the fuck?
come along with me for the ride. So, yeah, we're going to talk about the bridal bouquet, the origins. So, you may be interested to hear that it actually the origins start in Versailles. Was it Versailles where you were talking about people got pushed into the river? That wasn't there, was it? Remember with the dog?
That was the Seine, wasn't it?
The Seine. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, obviously the bride carries bouquets of flowers near her body, and yes, in modern times throws it. The next person that catches it gets married, but back in kind of medieval times, it was actually used because the bouquet of flowers held near the body would actually cover odor.
Oh, shit.
They would mask the smell of odor. So in Versailles, in Paris, there's gorgeous palaces, there's lots of gorgeous gardens with lots of flowers and so on. It just probably smells absolutely gorgeous. But actually back many, many, many years ago, the palace didn't used to have bathrooms. I guess a lot of places actually didn't have bathrooms. And I think we've spoken about this before in the podcast, that people just basically used to shit and piss and then throw it out of their windows, basically. So all of that kind of excrement would just go out of the windows. And in the Middle Ages, also, there were no toothbrushes. People didn't have toothbrushes. There wasn't perfumes or deodorants, and probably not any toilet paper.
Oh,
not in Sewer Lane, anyway.
Not in Sewer Lane. That's right. So, yes, and like I said, human excrement used to be thrown out the windows. And on a holiday, the palace in Versailles was able to prepare a feast for about 1,500 people without the minimum hygiene. So, in today's kind of reference, when they kind of portray that time back then, you'd see ladies with their fans, and they'd be shaking their fan because it's probably so hot. They weren't waving the fan because they were so hot.
They were wafting a fart.
Yes. So basically, it's not for the heat that they were waving. It's actually the foul odor that was emitted under the skirts, which were deliberately made to contain the smell of private parts because there was no hygiene. Oh. It was also
that's where the dogs got it from.
The dogs?
That's where dogs get it from when they sniff your arse. Well, sniff each other's arse.
Yeah.
They're
I
copying off
wouldn't want to
medieval
sniff under
times.
one of those skirts, I'll tell you. But actually, those, like I said, those skirts, they were made to contain the smell of the private parts. But it was also not customary to shower due to the cold and almost non-existence of running water. So, people wouldn't shower or bathe in a bath. Only the nobles had servants to fan them, to dispel the bad odor that exalted the body and the mouth, as well as to scare away the insects. Now, those who have been to Versailles, I've actually never been. Have either of you?
No,
I've seen pictures. Looks amazing.
Yeah. So like I said, huge, amazing, beautiful, flourishing gardens that at the time were not only contemplated, but were also used as a toilet in the famous ballads that were promoted by the monarchy, because there were no bathrooms. So basically people would, I guess, just go and shit in the flowers.
Oh,
To mask
at least
the
it's ready to
smell.
smell nice.
And then the bride's throwing them behind her back with the shit in them.
So in the Middle Ages, most weddings took place in June. So for them, that would be the beginning of summer. And the reason is simple. The first bath of the year was taken in May. So in June, the smell of people was still tolerable. It wasn't as bad.
It's still a month. That's a month.
As some of the odors were already beginning to bother, the brides carried bouquets of flowers near their bodies to cover that awful smell from under their skirts. The dirty bitches.
With their fanny fans.
Oh, that's where
Fanny,
the
fanny. I need a fanny fan.
Yeah, I need to fan myself. Fanny fan.
Yes. So that is the origins of the bridal bouquet. Now, please don't, quote me, because this I didn't fact check.
You went around back then.
On my fact hunt. I just found it.
Beg your pardon.
But
Beg your finest pardon.
I thought that was quite interesting. That I've
knew.
seen the movies, and you just think, because they've got all these tight dresses on, lots of fabric. They've got the fans because they're so bloody hot.
Yeah.
It's because
For the
they
smell.
fucking stink.
God love the serve and standing behind them.
Yeah. Oh.
And also, I guess, because I remember also in London, I think, or in Paris as well, it was so bad that people used to have handkerchiefs that when you always see them holding it to, it's because the smell was so bad that they just had to cover their faces.
Well, talking of cleanliness in France and that, did you I think that originated from Versailles as well. Do you know the whole sticking your pinky out while you're drinking?
Mm-hmm.
That apparently came from France because it was an indication that you got syphilis. So if you were at a social event and someone was sticking the pinky out while drinking and they were sticking the pinky out, it was seen to be acceptable to sleep with someone with syphilis because you were just sharing it between you.
Isn't that funny? I thought that was all to do with elocution and manners and...
No, it's all because they've been a bit dirty.
Look at that. There's Jake with his fact hunt.
I might as well jump in with one too. So
I've
got a fact as well. Yeah, did I discuss this on the podcast yet? When you're cheersing, when you toast two glasses, I think I might have. When it comes from the Viking times or Norse, no, it's not mythology. It's Norse Viking times where it was to show that you didn't poison the other person's drink. So when you toast and clank the drinks together, you spill a bit of yours into each of them to prove it wasn't poisoned.
Okay, like that.
That is that Lars must have told you that one.
He must have then, yeah.
Be positive.
What the fuck?
So
yes,
I love a fact.
Yeah, I just thought it's quite interesting, and maybe each week it might also have a little twinge of border control. So there we were in kind of Versailles, Paris. Yeah, so it's still got border control there, but you're going to learn something new each week with me in Fact Hunt.
With Rachel being away this week, I have got I've got access to the piggy bank with the 50p's, but with a slightly different take on it. And
what 50p's?
The 50p's.
What 50p's?
Fucking 50p's. I haven't got. What's this piggy bank? First time hearing of it.
I thought you were talking about
Dickhead.
peas. 50p's.
No, 50 cents or pence, one of the two. I don't know.
He's butchering your segment.
I'm not butchering it. I tell you who is butchering it. Gen Z's.
Oh, here we
so
go.
We're gonna do who put 50p in the Gen Z.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. See, this is all following on from. I tell you, I trust me, Rach.
Don't get your head too big there. Now I just said I like it.
So just to clarify, we are all millennials on here, and I thought it'd be interesting to see your reactions. I've got a few opinions on what they think, and
I'm the youngest millennial, just for the record, though.
Okay. Just to clarify, millennials are born between 1981
No, I thought it was 4.
Yeah, no, 80. I'm a millennial.
1981 to 1996. And then Gen Zs were born 1997 to 2010.
You know what's crazy? 2025 next year is the start of Gen Beta.
Is it?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Oh, let's not give them any 50p's. Jesus.
Well, they haven't been born yet.
So I found this while doing a little fact hunt of myself.
It's my
by
segment,
myself.
Jake.
I know. I'm not nicking. Do you know what? It makes it sound like I'm nicking everyone's segment.
He
Which is
always
coming
does
up.
every week.
I'm not doing it. Right. Before we start having arguments, so I've got a series of opinions from Gen Zs. Zers? I can't even speak. My coffee's kicking in.
Sure,
So you ready for the... yeah. So you ready for the first opinion they've got of us millennials?
Yeah.
Go on then.
No, I'm not actually.
No. So apparently, millennials don't have boundaries at work. So apparently...
Okay.
Yeah. So an example was someone had said that they were slightly rattled on the first work experience placement when people said they were going to lunch, but scurried back 5 minutes later, clutching a prep baguette that they chowed down while checking emails. So basically, we just literally work as we go along.
Okay.
And then...
I mean, that actually sounds like me.
I have my
But
lunch
also-
on my desk.
And I do go to Pret as well.
Is this about you, Danny? And then they went on to say, on top of that, millennials send emails outside of working hours and do overtime just for the sake of it.
That also sounds like me. Okay.
I think before COVID, I was pretty much like that, but I like to set boundaries now. But they're pretty much saying like that's a very millennial thing to do. And also about the boundaries about having a work best friend and everything like that, and just everything blending into one. But obviously the main thing is about the prep baguette while checking emails.
I think we're all... I'm going to lunch, then 5 minutes I'm back with my Pret roll and packet of crisps.
I think
Checking
this was
emails.
Any mention of the Millennium Pause?
no, but I'm sure that will be in there somewhere. The next one, complaining about being a millennial and talking about how old they are.
Yeah, well, that's in general life. When you get to a certain age, you start complaining.
And it's about the getting up off the settee now. It's like just that.
Yeah, or when you sit down.
And they
like
tagged
I'm
it off by
being
saying
read.
it's something I've...
Do you know what I
and
heard?
it's
I
all
heard
about-
an interesting fact as well about millennials. Sorry, is
That's all right.
the reason we all complain about bad backs is because we were the last generation to actually go out and play. And sorry, no, it's more. I think it's more of an Irish thing. Have you heard of the Celtic Tiger? Like the big boom in Ireland in like the early 2000s. Well, there was a big boom, and that caused a recession later on. But for some reason, during this Celtic boom, what the fuck? Something just fell there. But during this Celtic boom, for some reason, every family got a trampoline and had a trampoline out their back garden. I don't know. It could have been the same in the UK.
Here. That happened over here as well.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they're linking everyone going fucking berserk and playing WWF at the time on trampolines to all of us having riddled back chronic pains now.
Just a sneeze in the back goes.
Yeah.
And they were saying about how millennials always complain about not surviving a hangover. We covered that. I think Rachel mentioned that a few weeks back with her spirits.
For
and
me, it's all
anxiety.
it's like on every single one.
If this was the quiz, Danny won.
And so, apart from being old, the other sign of a millennial is quite a visual one, they were saying. And I have grown out of this now, wearing ankle socks.
Oh, yeah, same. I stopped about 5 years ago. Danny's getting red again. Look at him.
No, I don't wear ankle. I wear the little like trainer slip-on ones.
They are
Right,
ankle
I-
socks.
Yeah, the invisible socks. That's a
Yeah.
millennial, a show of a millennial.
Is it? I thought you meant
yeah.
like the big. That's what everyone's wearing now. Because I was going to say everyone wears those socks that are all the way up.
No, I've seen this before on TikTok where
no.
it's somebody in the gym, it's a Gen Z in the gym, and it's like spot the millennials, and it's like behind people on the treadmill. And it's like ankle sock, invisible sock, ankle sock.
Oh no!
That's the tell.
So this Gen Z has said if they're wearing trainer socks with their ankles exposed, then they're millennials stuck wearing past fashion trends and deeply uncool.
And skinny
Right.
jeans too. They're
They're all
still.
going in the
I know.
Oh,
They're going in the bin, and I'm wearing those high up ones.
yeah. I've invested in some new socks. Not after seeing this, but I did before. I was like, I can't. And the annoying thing is, I have got to admit, they creep off your feet. And it's like when you've got trainers on, it's like, oh, I can't take my shoes off and then put my socks back on because I'll get a bad back trying to bend over and put my socks on.
I'll just get all hot, make my ankles all like hot.
Tell you what, you won't see my ankles at the gym. Or me.
Yeah, me
Didn't want
neither.
to say anything. The other thing is thinking brunch is the only worthy pastime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what else are you supposed to do?
I love brunch.
So their quote was, I don't know exactly whose breakfast and lunch were merged to scam young people into spending ludicrous sums on one meal and watered down booze. But somewhere down the line, brunch became the ultimate millennial excursion. Now there's cabaret brunch, rooftop brunch, ABBA brunch, and guess who's opening
Drag
at
brunch.
the door? Who's queuing
Rachel's
at the door?
always at that.
Millennials. Yeah, but
I think
it's
we're
an
going to need
ideal.
a Gen Z on here now.
Yeah, we do.
I just
Right,
thing is,
Jay,
though,
it's been great. You know,
That's it. Right. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, I've never been to a brunch, like one of these bottomless brunches. So I'm
That's
hanging
very
in there.
Gen Z
just.
of you.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, you're acting really beta now, Jake. Isn't that? We have to do that on border control one week.
Beta?
All of the
More
yeah,
like
all of the
extra.
alpha
joking.
not Gen Alpha slang. Have you
Yeah.
come across some? Oh, we'll save it for maybe a border
There's
control
a
in
trend
the
going
future.
around where there's these companies doing TikToks at the minute where they've had a Gen Z write their marketing material, and it's these blokes in the 50s reading off a Gen Z script. It is quite cringy.
Yeah, I think I have seen that as well.
it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I can't even think of someone like Cap is something that they'd say, or isn't there there's some weird ones like is it like
That's so interesting because I guess it is like it does, you know, it does change, and like maybe some of the language that we would use or still use to this day is like outdated. You know, I just didn't even
Like
think
cool.
about that.
There is another fashion faux pas, and I will hold my hands up, and I've just
know,
started
I know
wearing
I'm
them
gonna
again
have
for
it.
work.
What is it?
Are you ready for this?
Go on.
Chinos.
oh no, Jake,
Chinos.
Yeah.
I know
Okay,
skinny.
so I do have chinos, but I haven't
Slim
worn
fit.
them for a long time.
Yeah. I have. Thing is, though, I have got a pair from a long time ago of some skinny fit chinos, and I've not tried one yet, and I might have to burn them. They were basically saying that sometime in the mid 2010s, beige chinos were plucked off the legs of rich golf dads and widely adopted by millennials across both menswear and women's wear. While some moved on and followed fashion trends, opting for a more relaxed jean style, like a pair of boyfriend jeans, others got left behind. And it says it's even more criminal when they're worn with a boat shoe and invisible sock combo.
I hate that. I hate that look. I'm sorry. I've always hated that look.
I'm not a big fan of that. When you do you know what?
You know
I
what-
actually bought some boat shoes thinking they were cool, and I only wore them once, and I realised no.
They're not
It
even
just gives
cool
me
on a
Towie
boat.
vibes.
Jake.
And they weren't invisible socks. It was the the socks that literally cover your toes and your heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they are the invisible socks though. What were you
Are
thinking
they?
of, Hank? Yeah, the
I
other ones
don't
are
know.
No,
I
ankle.
think-
like
I'm thinking
trainer,
like this-
trainer socks are like invisible as well, a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But then there
they're
are
these
like
even more
ones that are
invisible.
literally, they just go over your
Yeah.
toes and on the
well,
back.
the
of
trainer
your
ones are they not just ankle socks because your ankles are exposed, and then the invisible
Yeah,
socks are the ones that are
possibly.
like a little cup at the base of your sole of your foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
another
they're just-
thing that's crazy as well between millennials and Gen Z is like I'll test it out on you two. How would you gesture to me that you're on the phone?
That I like.
And Danny,
Well, for the listeners,
yeah. So
finger
they're
and thumb.
oh no, he knows this one. Yeah. So for the audio listeners, Jake just signaled with a pinky and thumb up to his ear, which is what most millennials would do. But Gen Zs would put a flat hand up to their ear to signal they're on the phone.
And that's the same for taking a picture as well. I
Yeah,
saw.
they'll hold like they'll signal. No, wait. I think
No,
they just
like
do
that,
it like
isn't
they're
it?
yeah. Or how would you
Whereas
say
we
roll
go-
up a window? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Or if you
the
say
one
roll
hit
up the window, we'll wind it up like old school, but they'll just like
They have not lived.
they'll just with their finger go Like they're putting up an electric window.
This one we are all guilty of, and we may have based the last 5 episodes of the podcast on this.
Oh God!
Are you ready for this?
What is it?
Referencing Friends every damn day.
I'm sorry, Gen Zs.
Yeah. And it's all about, and obviously one of the things that this person hates apparently is Ross's fake tanning disaster on a regular basis, just doing the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippis.
Well, hold on. In my defense, though, in relation to Friends, I didn't watch one episode of it up until COVID, and then binged the whole seasons.
You're hanging on. You're hanging on.
Such a millennial thing to do.
I never watched Friends up until 2020, 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of them is about what we watch, and you know that I've got a slight vendetta against this. No, not on this time. Being obsessed with Disney and Harry Potter. Obviously, Harry Potter I've got a past with. But Disney
I
and Harry
understand
Potter,
that. I understand that, Gen Z's. I'm with you.
Because can you remember Mary Margulies actually came out and just said, like, just get over it. It's done. And she was like having a go, wasn't she?
No, but I do remember her saying, "Fucking hell!"
Get her on for you, fact hunt.
I'd love to.
So I rattle through the other ones. So owning a pug as a status symbol,
Or a Frenchie.
Okay.
yeah, I always get those two mixed up. Having a strange obsession with Freshers culture, but it's more
Fresh
about so it's all about getting absolutely steaming drunk, as cheap as you can, snake bite and black.
okay.
Getting sick in Pop World.
Yeah, getting sick in Pop World. Sounds familiar. Snake bite and black. I did try it. You know what?
They still do
I had
that.
a snake bite.
What is that?
I had a snake bite. So it's basically
Blackcurrant and beer, isn't it? And cider, half
blackcurrant,
cider.
cider, and lager.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. No,
Yeah,
keep it.
Oh, my stomach is. Yeah, that is probably the drink that. And that was during Freshers and all through uni, and I tried it about 6 years ago, and it brought back bad memories, even the memories that I forgot.
That's such a millennial thing to do.
Yeah. Wow.
No cap, Jake, but that was not for her.
Don't you even dare go there. The final one, I'm definitely. I know there's a few of us that are going to be straight down this line. Is an obsession with noughties indie music.
No, I'm not. I love indie, but not really. Naughties or 90s?
Noughties.
Okay, I'm guilty.
So they were saying the millennial freshers experience was soundtracked by men with guitars, and don't I know it? The Kooks, Jackie Big Tits, Franz Ferdinand's Do You Want To? But do we ever hear the end of it? Like, we know you love the Maccabees, okay?
I couldn't tell you any of those people's songs that you just mentioned because I was into like S Club 7, Steps.
Yeah, I think that's all classic signs of a boomer.
I think it's all classic signs of a gay.
Yeah, whenever I listen to indie music, it just takes me back.
I wouldn't
And that
even know
isn't
what an
funny.
indie song is. Like
Have you
Kings
not
of
heard, like, the
Leon
Kooks
would be.
Naive?
Yeah.
oh, okay, Kings of Leon are.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd class them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like A-Punk Vampire Weekend would be a classic,
Yeah.
like naughties indie.
I don't know who
You
that is.
know the song at the start, Step Brothers. It's like do 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 do. No, you will.
Nope.
You will. You will.
I do you know what? I know what song you're on about, but I don't know from that example. Yeah, that was a
But we can't
that was
play
a
it. But
bad. When we,
like,
do, when we do our jam, we'll give you some indie.
yeah, I've literally
We'll
got
relive.
a playlist I created on Spotify called Indie Days, like DAZE. If anyone's listening here, give it a follow. It's
You've
called-
played those when we've jammed together.
Yeah.
And honestly, I
That is
can
muted
literally
it.
be like, I have no idea who this one is. I have no idea who this one is. Yeah.
Or
It
even
just takes me
like,
back.
you like Diana Vickers, don't you? Like she would have been indie naughties,
Yeah.
a little bit.
And
Or
Little
like
Boots.
Marina and the Diamonds.
Live, love, loving. Yeah, I love Diana Vickers.
Yeah.
But she was quite poppy as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, have you heard? Arctic Monkeys are indie, and
What did they do?
why is it Ruby, Ruby, Ruby? What?
Kaiser Chiefs.
Ruby,
Kaiser
Ruby,
Chiefs.
Ruby, Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I always used to get Kaiser Chiefs and Franz Ferdinand mixed up because they're out at the same time, and it was a similar
Did
vibe.
Kaiser Chiefs do a chasing cars one or something?
No, that was Snow Patrol.
Oh.
We are proving a point here. All the Gen Zers are just switching off like bang, 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 bang.
Let's
bang.
move on before we get rid of them.
Please don't. Stick around.
Yeah, we're
Stick
gonna
around.
don't cap, no cap. Trying to use slang.
Yeah. So I thought we'd just give the 50p. We'll put the 50p in the Gen Zer this week and see what our thoughts were.
You get a charge for
If you are a Gen Zer and have some strong opinions on that, and just let us know. You know the usual places to send it.
It's quiz time. It's my turn. Who's going to win? There's only two of you to play for. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's head to head because Rachel's not here. Did I win last week?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you
No.
did. And Rachel was the week
win
before.
last week.
Yeah, Danny was last week. It was 3 points to Danny, 2
Yes,
to
it
me,
was.
and 1 to Jake.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck, boys, because this
Thank
is
you.
just, general knowledge. And we're going to just see who can take it home this week. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's hear your buzzers. So, Jake, what's your sound?
Well, I can't risk a delay this week, so I'm going to go for the old-fashioned meep.
You cut out there. So do your
No, I
buzzer
didn't.
again?
You did that once before. I'm not doing it again. I know your trick.
Meep. Okay. Yeah, loving it.
All right,
Jake.
Roadrunner.
So millennial of you to come on. Right, and James, let's hear yours.
Yeah, for Rachel being absent this week, I decided to go with.
Is this Deal Supermarket Sweep or something?
Love it. All right. Well, if you're ready, here comes
I'm ready.
question number 1. Question 1. What is the loudest animal on
Is this Deal
Earth?
Supermarket Sweep or something?
That's James.
Sperm whale. Or blue whale.
That
Same thing,
is
I think,
correct. Well done. How did you know that one?
Well, he did
I
say
know
2 whales.
They're the same. Blue whale and sperm
He
whale
said
is the
sperm
same.
whale first. That was the correct answer.
It is the same whale, as far as I'm aware. 2 different names.
Well,
I love,
very
I love a
good.
fact hunt.
You do. And we're going to go on another one next week. Right. Well done. That's 1 point to James. Jake, 0. Question number 2. What colour were carrots before they were
Is this Deal
cultivated?
Supermarket Sweep or something?
I think that might have been James.
It's a guess, though. I
I think it
feel
was.
like they. Oh, I've got 2 colors in my head. I'm gonna go with yellow.
That's incorrect. I'm afraid. I'll finish the question. What
Meep, meep,
colour
meep.
were carrots before they were
Oh.
cultivated?
Hold on, he buzzed. Don't finish. Fuck him.
Well, it doesn't really matter anyway, does it? Because only he can answer.
Yeah, true.
Finish it.
Before they were cultivated to be orange by the Dutch in the 17th century. What colour were they?
They were purple.
Correct. Well done, Jake. It's 1-1. How did you know that one?
I used to grow carrots.
Did you? I love a purple one.
Before they were cultivated in Amsterdam or Netherlands.
Now I grew some purple carrots. I don't know why
I
I'm
grew
high
some.
pitched then.
Would you munch down on a nice purple one?
Smutty, Danny, smutty.
Right. Question number 3. In motoring, what do the initials SUV stand for?
Is this Deal Supermarket Sweep or something?
That's James. I'm going to need your answer, please. No time
I
to
don't know why I
think.
thought you were going to say or PM.
Stop Googling.
My hands are up.
SUV. I need your answer now, James.
No, I'm gone.
I'm sorry. Incorrect, James.
I don't know why I'm looking smug because it might be wrong. Is it sports utility vehicle?
is the correct answer, Jake. Okay. That means that Jake, you're on 2 points. James, you're on 1.
Ooh.
Question number 4. Which artist broke music records by being the first to occupy the entire top 10 in the Billboard Hot 1? That's Jake.
Was it Ed Sheeran?
That's incorrect. The first to occupy the entire top 10 in the Billboard Hot 100 charts in 2022. James.
Taylor's. No. Do I have to go with it? Taylor Swift.
I'm going to take your first answer, I'm afraid.
Taylor Swift.
And it's correct.
Yes!
Taylor Swift.
I was hoping you wouldn't go for it.
I was doubting myself and was going to say Adele.
So it is 2-2.
Neck and neck.
It's neck and neck. And this is the deciding one. Who is going to get it? Question number 5. What 2 smells are mentioned in a line of the song Don't Stop Believing by Jen?
Is this Deal Supermarket Sweep or something?
That's James. I need your answer. I need your answer. Stop trying to go through the song in your head.
I know it.
Right, incorrect.
Oh, gone. Oh, fuck you and your purple carrot.
Is it the smell of wine and cheap perfume?
It is the smell of wine and cheap perfume, which means Jake takes this week's quiz 3 to James's 2.
How do you
That's
like them
3 weeks in a
purple
row
carrots?
we lost.
Yeah, you haven't been winning recently, have you?
Off 4.
So, yes, there we go. And I'll tell you what, we've got a question that we'll post as an Instagram post. And we'd like to see if you can answer this question. So, the question is that we want you to answer is, which Disney movie featured the song We Don't Talk About Bruno? Give us your answers on the Insta, which is podcast.meetinthemiddle. And let's see how many of you get it right. So that's it. Well done, Jake. You win.
Thank you.
And who's on the quiz next week?
I am.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to win next week either.
Yeah. Never mind.
But you're not going to lose either.
True.
Right, let's move on.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. It's time for Confessionals.
Devil.
Devil. Did the eye. So, as always, if you're looking to send us in one of your confessions, weird stories, or just something that you find a bit bizarre, email them in to meet@inthemiddlepodcast.co.uk or DM us directly on Instagram at podcast.meetinthemiddle. So, on with the show. Let's get the first one rolling. So, this is one actually we all wear glasses, so we could probably all take note of this and make sure we don't do it. I was on Tinder and matched with a girl who was stunning and right up my street. After a few texts, we decided to FaceTime, but after a while, I got slightly bored. So one evening on a FaceTime, she was gone on about her job, and me being me, I minimized her chat so I could still see her and started messaging about on my phone. Within seconds, she was like, well, I've got to go now, speak later. And I was like, oh, bit weird, but oh well. She then follows up with a text message saying, the next time you wear glasses and on FaceTime to a girl, don't open up Tinder and start swiping because I saw the reflection. I was blocked and deleted from everything.
Oh, no. Well, I guess that is quite true. Look, there's my ring light in mine.
Yeah.
And then you can probably just about see you guys.
Yeah.
That's
Imagine how awkward that would be. Yeah, because obviously, if you're texting, you wouldn't be able to read the text from the reflection of glasses, but you can quite clearly see if somebody's swiping through photos.
But she was must have been really zooming in, like to see it. Or
Well,
he
like
was
if your
holding his
phone is right up there, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't read text, but you'd be able to clearly identify somebody swiping on Tinder.
That is such a shitty thing to do, anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
I've done that before as well, but like on the phone to friends, I wouldn't be doing it on the phone to a girl that I matched with on Tinder.
well, it depends on like how long. Actually, it all depends on like how long you've been talking, because you don't owe anybody anything when you've kind of met someone. But
Not
how
the
long
first.
did you say they'd been talking, or they
Not long at all. You just said that they matched, and after a few texts, that they decided to FaceTime.
So, I mean, actually, that's probably not too bad because, you know, they're not committed to each other. But if you've been chatting for quite a while and, you know, because you do start to kind of get emotions, start to get like a bit attached. Like, if you start to kind of fall for someone, that would like tear someone's heart out.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Like I know I was kind of in a situation like that before. I was seeing this girl only for a couple of weeks, and I still had Tinder, but I wasn't active on it or using it. But I still had the app on my phone, and I think we were ordering food. And I gave her my phone after I picked what I wanted and told her to order what she wanted. And next of all, like pops up, you just got a match on Tinder.
Oh, no.
And she's like, yeah. And she's like, are you still on fucking Tinder? I was like, no, the app's there, but I'm not on it.
It's an old like.
Yeah, no, it obviously was. It was like somebody probably that I swiped weeks ago on, and I'm only popping up on theirs now.
Yeah, but there's obviously that kind of expectation that it should have been removed.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting to hear what people think. Is how soon after dating someone would you expect them to delete Tinder?
Do you delete Tinder, or do you deactivate it, or do you remove the account altogether? Let us know.
Yeah. And I know I called you a bastard, but, you know, thank you for listening. And
well, here's one, Danny, that is definitely going to tickle you. You're going to love this one.
Is it got to do with parts?
How could you guess? So this one says, my ex, I love the opening line, straight in, no kissing. My ex was eating me out. And it was really good. Usual moaning, getting to the good part. When I silently farted, but it bubbled up through my vagina. He's gone. I knew this would get you.
All the smells.
So I silently farted, but it bubbled up to my vagina. So, so I started shouting for him to move, but he can't. But he thinks he thinks I'm coming. He doesn't move, and I bubble fart right in his face.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, move, and he's like, no, I got it.
Ew.
Oh, the headache from laughing.
Oh. Then what would have been worse?
Well,
if it was like from 1600s Versailles from earlier on.
shut the fan.
Get the fan ready.
I'm just thinking like it just the bubble and then it just went. It's just this explosion of a smell or something.
Fellas get that as well, though. Either of you ever got that where you feel it roll when you're sitting down? No, not in the middle of it. I mean, just in general, like sitting down and you feel it roll up.
What, like a bubbly one?
Yeah, no, like the bubble.
I've
like
never
rolls
blown
up
bubbles
your gooch.
out of my arse. No.
You've never felt that? You can literally feel it rolling around to the front.
No.
No.
Have you not?
No.
You've not lived.
Something wrong with your stomach if that's happening.
No, it's just because it's a trapped area and like they've released the air, it has to go somewhere. So it pushes forward and goes like up around your gooch and pops out the front. You've never got that.
I've never had one of those. A bubbly fart that goes up my gooch.
Come on.
Well, there's one for the listeners. We'll put up out a poll for that. Have you ever had a bubble fart rolling up your gooch? What have we become?
This is what happens when Rachel's not here. We just go off rails.
Yeah,
You know what would be the worst as well? Imagine if she shorted.
That wouldn't roll up the front though.
Well, it might have rolled up the front and back out the back. You just don't know.
Oh, I'm sweating. I am sweating. Right, we've got one more. You ready for this one?
Yes.
I stayed in a hotel. I forgot about this one. I stayed in a hotel for the weekend with a girl. We went out for a Chinese, but didn't finish it. So we took her back to the room with us. We started getting down to it, and she fancied the whole tying up and blindfolding kink. I'm lying there, absolutely starkers, tied up, blindfolded, and I don't feel her around me. I maneuver my blindfold off me and see her sitting on the chair, enjoying some egg fried rice and prawn crackers. Didn't last long after that.
That would be me. We have some sexy time.
Yeah.
You just
Tie me up and do whatever you want. Yeah, I'll have a 3-in-1, please. Yeah, give us some prawn crackers.
Just hear the crunching away in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little nod when he's peeping, all right?
Good on
And then
you,
when
girl.
the blindfold comes up, it's all right. I've saved you the salad in the bag.
They're brilliant.
Yeah, I'm sweating after them.
They're so good. I love confessionals. Oh my god.
There's one thing you like
jeez.
most about confessionals.
That one didn't have a bubble to it.
That sounded like it bubbled up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That had some reverb. That was a big room echo. That was at the Opera House, was it?
Oh my god.
All right, that was Confessions wrapped up then. I'm sweating. I'm dying for a bubble fart. And the Chinese. Right, we didn't do too bad with Rachel.
We didn't.
Yeah.
No. And we're back again next week and Rachel's going to join us, and you want to tune in for next week's episode. We'll keep it under wraps, but we've got a special guest on, and it's an episode you don't want to miss.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Rachel will be back for it. So on that note, we'll leave you for this week, and we'll see you again next week for our special interview.
See you next
See you
week.
later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching this episode of Meet in the Middle.
If you enjoyed this episode, why not check out the others?
And see that subscribe button? Smash it.
And while you're there, hit that bell notification and drop us a like. We'll see you next time.